Hello guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Goals Galore and welcome to our FPL, well not really FPL, I'm so used to calling it FPL. It's fantasy for the Euro 2024 and I have sort of messed up with the accounts for fantasy, so we're going to have to make a new league. I've already made it, I've already set it up, so welcome in everyone, hopefully you're having a fantastic day. It's Euro 2024 day, I'll be live later on at 7:15 for the watch long for Germany versus Scotland. So excited for that, because I've made a new Euro screen as well for you all. But we're here to discuss our team. I think I've pinned the comment in the live chat. The pinned comment, I'll pin it now. The pinned comment is the code for the new league. That is the league. I won't be changing it anymore. I can actually have access to it on the computer. I couldn't think of the password for my other account I had on my phone. Long story short. So we're going to be doing our squad selection. And be sure to join the leagues as well. And who have we got in here? We've got Hell Football. We've got Oscar in here as well. Good afternoon, guys. Hopefully you are doing well. And Scrinson as well. Hopefully you're doing well. And if anyone didn't manage to join the sweepstake, we've got till 7:40 today. 20 minutes before kickoff, we'll draw the last few people that want to be drawn for the sweepstake. And I'll add them on to the list as well. Right, let's start then for the goalkeepers. I've had to quickly remove all the players. I didn't choose any of these. I did an autofill. So goalkeepers at the Euros then. Of course, we're going to have two. How do we do it? I'm not used to doing it on the computer. Right, here we go. Just turn it off. Welcome in, Lurkon. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. And you guys can help me with a few positions. Here we go. Let's go for goalkeepers first. Apply the filter. And let's see who everyone's going for. Everyone's going for Neuer at the moment. It seems a popular pick. For me, I've got not really my heart set, but I think I'm going to go for Pickford as one of my keepers. I also like Costa as well. Who's Costa got? So you've got Georgia, Turkey, and Czechia. I'll go Costa as one of my keepers. I'm very interested to know everyone else's thoughts in the live chat. I've got the chat up in front of me, so let me know your thoughts on the squad. So I'm going to go Costa for my first pick for the goalkeeper as my main choice throughout the tournament. Good to hear about you. Yeah, I'm really good, mate. Stressing a little bit about setting everything up for the Euros, but I think it's all coming together now, and hopefully you're well as well, mate. Simon, ooh, yeah, it's a good shout. Simon at Spain. Of course, they've also got David Raya, but doesn't look like he's going to start. So we've got our expensive goalkeeper. Now we're going to save a bit of money. Let's go for any 4.5 million. Apply filters, but 4.5. Lunin. Okay, Lunin's going to be a good pick. Cobble, Galaxy, Areola. He's not the France number one. We want a number one. Mamadashvili, I can't see him getting many. Maybe he gets save points. I don't know how it's working. Two more GCSEs for me. Awesome, mate. Awesome. Almost the end. Smashing them, mate. Smashing them. Petrovic. Dubravka's an interesting one. He could get points. We want a cheap goalkeeper. Will Lunin play? Will he be the first choice for Ukraine? Lunin. They've got a few interesting keepers. 20% selected is Lunin. We'll go for Lunin for now. We can always change it up if we change our mind. So I've gone for Lunin and Diego Costa for my goalkeepers then. Them two will be the goalkeepers. Into defenders, I already know one I want to go for. The Englishman, Trent. Let's put that back up to there. I already know one defender I want to go for, and that is Trent. I think Trent he's going to be playing in midfield for England. But yeah, he is. He's selected on the game as a defender. He will be playing in midfield. He's in my team straight away. Speak to me, cheers, mate. Yeah, no worries, mate. And yeah, I was. Good luck, mate, as well. Right, not me. Never mind. Who else? Gvardiol. He's going to be important for Croatia, but he's got a tricky few games in the group stages. Let's see how many people selected just to have a look. A lot of people going for Van Dijk. I think that is a very sensible pick, to be honest. Netherlands are a very strong defence. Yeah, we're going to go with... We'll put Van Dijk in there, for sure. How do we move this? cross. Is there any more categories? It looks like there are. Clean sheets in qualifying. Ooh, okay. Let's have a look. Who got the most clean sheets in qualifying? Cancelo. Ooh, do I need to get a Portugal defender? I've already got a goalkeeper. Or do I save my picks for further forward? That's a big question. We're going to have Van Dijk in there. Gvardiol, not convinced. We need a few cheap players in here as well. Who's that German defender? He's just come into my mind. The German defender. I think he's the left back. Can't pronounce his name. Sorry, but no way I'm pronouncing his name there. Yeah, this one. I'm not pronouncing his name. There's no chance. Let me just move the phone in the live chat. Mittelstand. Something like that. Something like that. We'll go with him as well. Let's put the live chat down below there. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream. Smash like and subscribe if you're new, and let me know who you have got in your team. I think the defence is pretty tricky to work out, but we've gone Trent, Van Dijk, Mr. at the moment. Who else we have? Mendy, Bar. Nah, they're not really doing it for me. Alright, let's go. We can have a look by group, can't we? If we have a look by group. So, Albania, stay away from their defenders. Austria as well, I'm not too convinced. Belgium, it's an aging defence. Only concern for me with Belgium this summer is the defence. Croatia as well. England, I've got Trent. I want to save my other England picks for further forward. Of course, you can only have 3 players per team. France, I want to get Mbappe in the side, but let's have a look at the French defenders. Upamecano, Konate. Saliba's not going to play, is he? He's not going to play. I can't see it. 17% of people of players have selected Theo Hernandez. He probably will play as well, won't he? He probably will. 5.5 million. You know what? We're going to go with the 17% of people there and go with Hernandez. And then our final pick for defender at the moment. We will probably end up changing this around. Who's got a good defence? Spain could go for a Spain defender. Switzerland in qualifying weren't too impressive though with their defence, were they? Laporte, Grimaldo. I'd like to get a wing back or full back in here. Got to pop out. Be back for Scotland versus Germany. No worries, Oscar. No worries, and we'll do the sweepstake for you just before kick-off in that game about 22-8. We'll do the final sweepstakes for people. We'll go with Grimaldo for now for Spain, and let's go into midfield then. If anyone has any input, be sure to let me know in the chat who you guys think I should put in my team, and be sure to join the league as well. Completely free to do, and helps us a lot. So for midfield then, we're just going to go by price, I think. Who are the most expensive? So we've got De Bruyne is 9.5, same as Bellingham. Fernandes is only 9. Foden's 9. I've got to put Musiala in there. He's definitely going to be one. I do like Bellingham. I'll put Bellingham in there for now. We might change this. It's going to be very expensive. Very expensive. I want De Bruyne in there. I've been planning putting Fernandes in there. Where can I see my budget? 28 mil remaining, and we've not done the attack yet. I need a cheap option here. I need a very cheap option. There's so many great players. That's the tricky thing. We're gonna have to swap this around now, aren't we? We'll put Szoboszlai in there as well because I think he's gonna get a lot of points. Am I missing anyone obvious? Pedro would be a great pick. Rodri, he's not really gonna get points, is he? Can't see him scoring. Shaqiri's a shout. Sabitzer. I'm staying away a little bit from the Scottish players because it's a bit 50-50 on what's going to happen with Scotland. Of course, we'll find out tonight. I'm so excited for that live stream. Be sure to tune in. We're going live 45 minutes before kick-off to get all the pre-game build-up in and describe all the action for you. Right, we've got 21 mil for the strikers. We're going to have to remove a few players to fit these in. But my front three would be Mbappe. Got to be in there. Kane, and I love Ronaldo, so I'll put him in there for now. But who else could we have? That's 32 million just on them 3 players. Wow, it's expensive. Who else could we have? Rafael Leao. I'm not really doing this by group or by game, am I? I'm just going with what my head's telling me to do. Uh, too many good players in here. Havertz had a great end to the season with Arsenal. He could be a budget choice. And obviously I can't start all of these players. There's going to have to be a bench. So far, the only player I know that's going on the bench for game week 1 is going to be Lunin. So first games, we've got Ronaldo going up against Czechia. Kane versus Serbia. I think Kane will score. I mean, Mbappe and Kane have to be in there. Will Ronaldo stick with it? Musiala. You've got to put my Musiala in for me. Bellingham as well. De Bruyne. I could get rid of De Bruyne. I think if Hungary are going to score, it's more than likely going to be through Szoboszlai. He's going to either get a goal or an assist, in my opinion, in the opening game against Switzerland if they do score. Fernandes, do I really need to go all out on Portugal with 3 players? Could get rid of Bruno Fernandes and Ronaldo. I really want Ronaldo though. It's one of those. I really want him. And then defenders, I have to keep Trent because he's going to play further forward. So I feel like that's just a smart move. Van Dijk, he's a massive threat, and Netherlands have got a great group to be in. Only France, the only side you're probably looking at benching him against, and he's always a threat from corners. This guy, the German, I cannot pronounce him, the left back, but Scotland tonight, I think that's a great game and maybe looking at a clean sheet. Okay, we'll get rid of Grimaldo and we'll get rid of Bruno Fernandes for now. Leaves us 3 million. Yes, we're going to have to get rid of Ronaldo as well. Back to square one. Let me know in the chat, guys. Anyone reckon we should anyone reckon we should get a certain player? Let us know. So we need one player in every position. Right. So if we got the budget options, that's 4 million. We can do it on the budget. So we're gonna have to go budget buy here. Who are the cheapest players? If I get a cheap defender and a cheap midfielder, that's 8, and I can have a 5 million attacker then. There's no 4 million forwards. So if we go 5 million, there are 5 million forwards? There are. I'm probably going to have to lose another big name here. Might have to lose De Bruyne. He's going to be my next player to go, I think. So if we go forwards... Oh god, they're all Georgia and Romania's forwards. Borussia... none of these are doing it for me. How much is Patrick Schick, I reckon? Patrick Schick, how much is he at Czechia? But I'm not really thinking about the groups now, am I? We've got Czechia. I've got the groups down here. Czechia, Georgia, Turkey and Portugal. He did really well last year. How much is he priced at? Let's have a look. Only show football players. Right, Patrick Schick, 7 million. That's quite expensive. That is quite expensive. We'll put him in there for now. We got to fill this void. 6 million for 2 positions. Yes, we definitely have to lose someone. Who are we gonna put out though? What's it doing? Apply filters for that, and I don't want it just to be limited to Czechia. So Denmark have got a few really good midfielders. Let's have a look at. Let's rate Denmark. Damsgaard, Jensen, Højbjerg. Quality in there. Not many people going for them as well. It could be quite a outlandish shout to go for a Danish midfielder. Højbjerg's 5.5. I'm not too. Where's Eriksson? Where's Christian Eriksen? Maybe he's probably more in there. He's probably a bit more money. Yeah, Eriksson, 7 million. I was wondering where the rest of the players were. So we can't even afford him at the moment. Let's get rid of De Bruyne then. We're not too fussed on Belgium at the moment. I would love to get Doku in, but he's probably going to be through the roof as well. I haven't really planned this out too well, have I? I've not really planned this out too well at all. I want too many expensive players and obviously we can't get them. Let's skip through Denmark then. That's a bit too expensive for our budget. How much is Doku priced at for Belgium? He's the only Belgian player I think I would go for alongside De Bruyne, but De Bruyne's a bit over the price range. What's he down as? Probably down to forwards, isn't he? My luck. He is. He's down as a forward. We could do that instead of Patrick Schick, but Schick was also 7 million. We can't do that then. Can't do that. Right. Let's just midfielders. We've got 15.5 million for 3 players, so we can spend about 5 million on each. Okay, I think we've sorted this out now. 5 million on each. Midfielders. Let's get out of Belgium. Don't want a Belgium midfielder now. It's too expensive. Let's go for France midfielders. Camavinga's in there, of course. 6 million. 6 million. See what the cheapest ones are for. Let's go 5.5 mil. See what the cheaper ones are out of all the countries. If I untick, I think it should do all of them. There we go. Right. Okay. So we've got Zinchenko, Højbjerg, Gravenberch. That's a decent one because, of course, Netherlands are going to have to free up a few spaces with De Jong not being included in the squad through injury, and Koopmeiners as well. These are the decent ones we can get. A few Polish players in here. It's really tricky, really tricky. We'll put Zinchenko in. I think they'll do well in their group and defensively solid. Will he get a few goals though? Probably not. So we could look to switch him out. If we up it to 6 million, let's see who we could get. Who are the popular picks here? Jorginho is very popular for Italy. Souček scored 3 goals in qualifying. That's a nice little shout. Xhaka, ooh, Xhaka, 6 million. We'll go Xhaka there, and defenders then. We're gonna have to swap it out again, aren't we? I'm no good at this. I'm no good. Defenders. Who are the cheapest defenders then? Let's put the price filter on. 4 mil. Budget defenders. So we can afford... Oh, we've worked it out really well. This is all planned, people. This is all planned. Defenders. Who are we going to go for? Welcome in, Nexus Ghost. How you doing? How you doing? Be sure to join the league with the code. The YouTube league. We can get... Who can we get? Who can we get? Kosa, nice little player. There's Ross McCrory, the Bristol City player. Lang's in there as well. Tar, 4.5 territory now. So we have to get someone in here. Wout Faes, how important is he for Belgium? I'm not a fan of the Belgium defence, that's the thing. But I have got to bench a few people for game week 1, of course. So against Slovakia in game week 1 for Belgium. It's not an awful game, to be fair, and we could then just reassess after that. Bednarek's got Netherlands. I'm going to stay away from Poland players, I can't lie. Lewandowski's injured for the first game, of course. Muscle injury. We'll go for Wout Faes, and let's have a look how it's going. So we've spent all of our money. We're completely empty in the bank. Let's have a look how it's going. So Costa and Lunin are 2 keepers. We'll start Costa for the first game. I'm not unsure if Lunin's actually going to start in his first game. And then at the back, I think for this week we'll go Trent. Has to. I think a lot of people are underestimating Trent because he's down as a midfielder. Dragon says, is Mbappe out? No, Mbappe's not out. Lewandowski is out for the first game. That's all I know at the moment. Van Dijk, he's got to be in people's teams as well. I think them two are really underrated. Trent, of course, he will play in midfield. He also has the ability to play in midfield, at the back, and he's going to be on set pieces. You'd expect, especially corners, and he can also hit a free kick too. I think Trent is an absolute must. Hernandez has got a really favourable group to get a few clean sheet points, and he's a full back on the left hand side, so he can get down the pitch and, of course, get a few goal involvements. I'm not too knowledgeable about this German left back, but if he's a left back, he's a full back, he's a chance to get forward, of course. Here we go. Welcome in, Bandido. He says Depay, Havertz, or Ronaldo as Mbappe replacement. Ooh, okay. Depay, Havertz, or Ronaldo. I wouldn't go for Depay. I think Havertz or Ronaldo. So in the first games, let's have a look for you. Let's quick. How do I save this on here? Is there a way to save the squad? Should be. Review transfer. I'll quickly save this so I can come back to your question, mate. Stay there a second. Right. So first games you go. I'd stay away for Depay. I don't think he's going to deliver. And then Havertz or Ronaldo. So Havertz had a really good end to the season with Arsenal. Scotland tonight, he probably does start. And always looking to get in amongst the goals. Or Ronaldo. Who's Ronaldo got in the first game? Ronaldo's got... if it was goal, can't even see the final game. Who does... Portugal play Czechia, don't they? Czechia. I'd probably go Ronaldo for the group stage because Ronaldo's got, I'd say, an easier group to play against and easier defences. You know, the only defence, you've got Georgia in there, Turkey and Czechia. None of their defences are particularly solid, whereas for, of course, Germany, their group's a lot closer to their level. They've got Switzerland in there. They've got Hungary and Scotland. So I would go Ronaldo on that one. Probably a little bit more expensive, but I would go for Ronaldo. Another question, rephrase. Which top 3 forwards has the best Matchday 1? Good question. Right, let's have a look. So if we go to make transfers. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream, by the way. If anyone's new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Really would appreciate it. So which players have the best match week 1? I'd say Mbappe's got a great shout against Austria. That's a great game. Harry Kane against Serbia. I think he'll score, but I can't see it being more than 1 goal. Ronaldo against Czechia, that's a great one. Of course, we can see Lewandowski's out, so pointless going for him. Lukaku always delivers for Belgium, and he's got Slovakia here. 14 goals in qualifying is, more than Lewandowski, more than Ronaldo, more than Kane, and more than Mbappe. So that could be a really underrated pick. He always seems to be a different player for Belgium. Griezmann then, 9 mil. I think that's a bit expensive for Griezmann. I don't think he's going to return that value. Rafael Leao is a very interesting one, but as we can see in qualifying, only 3 goal involvements there. For 8.5 mil, I can't see that being worth it. Morata, tough group. If I was going to go for Morata, I'd go outside the group stage. Giroud, that's a shout. I don't think many people are looking at Giroud. 19% of people have gone for Havertz. That's a lot. That's a lot of people. They must be thinking ahead of the groups because all-rounded he's more likely to get assist points and goals, whereas Ronaldo probably will just get goals. Højlund, 7 goals in qualifying. Probably second favourites in the group. Yeah, I'd stay away from Depay. Only 1 goal in qualifying, no assists. Only 3% of people going for him. I'd stay away. Vlahovic is a shout, but how long is he going to play with the competition of Mitrovic? Fran Torres in there as well. Doku's a shout. 4 assists in qualifying. Of course, we've seen what he's like for Man City. He's so tricky. He likes to be direct. Likes to get down to the byline. I think Doku is a very underrated pick if you were willing to use up one of your 3 forward spots for him. Mitrovic, of course, 5 goals in qualifying and 1 assist. That's very good indeed, but a tricky group. I think Serbia will surprise a few people though. So for me, to answer your question, the top 3 forwards, I'd have to say, I've just looked in Patrick Schick, no goals or assists in qualifying. I've just picked him based on what Euros he had last year. I might switch that. How much was Doku? How much was Doku? I think he was 7 million, wasn't it? I might switch him to Doku right now. I think Doku's going to be in one of my 3 picks. Sesko has 5 goals and 2, but it's a difficult group. Doku. I'm going to switch to Doku in a second now. But I have to say my top 3 forwards then for match week 1 have to be Doku. I'd also put Mbappe up there. And I'd also go Ronaldo then. For match week 1, I go them 3. Mbappe, Doku and Ronaldo. But Lukaku, 9 mil though. 9 mil, is he worth it? I'm going to take out Patrick Schick and put in Doku for that spot. Let's have a look. Where is Doku? 7 mil. I thought he'd be a little bit more expensive if I'm honest. And maybe I'm reading in a little bit too much into what happened in the qualifying rounds. But I think Doku's really going to be great. He's not going to be my captain. We'll sort that out in just a second. Let's move on to the midfield then, and let's see the best midfield picks we can go for. Have we gone for the best players, the best possible players, of course. My thinking behind getting Trent is that he will, of course, play midfield for England. That's been heavily rumoured. Will he play in the first game? It's 50-50 if he'll actually start, but I'm going to put him in anyway, most likely. I'll show you my team just before we end the stream. But we've got Bellingham in there. I think De Bruyne is a great pick, of course. Free kicks, gets loads of assists as well. On set pieces, Fernandes as well. That's sort of my thinking is link up with Ronaldo, but I'm not going to go for them just yet. Maybe let's see how they perform against Czechia, and into match week 2 I'm pretty sure they play Georgia in match week 2. Let me check. No, they played Turkey in match week 2, so I'll probably bring them in then, Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes for match week 3, going into the round of 16. So that way then I have a better knowledge of how they're linking up through the group stage. But no, Silva's not a bad shout. I wouldn't go for Saka. Got a bad feeling about him this summer. Don't feel like he's going to reach people's expectation. Wirtz is 7.5. How much was Zinchenko? 5.5. That's where I went for him. Just put him back in. Recover. Wirtz is 7.5. That's very cheap. He's really good. Really good. I think he might score tonight, to be honest. Oyarzabal as well. I think if Hungary are going to score, it's going to be through Szoboszlai. I really do feel like that, because they've not really got an out-and-out striker. They're more of a team player, but the best player is Szoboszlai, and he can have a shot. He's on set pieces as well, and in qualifying, 4 goals, 5 assists. That's really promising from Szoboszlai. Musiala, I could swap out Musiala for Wirtz. Who do I want more? How much was he? 8.5 mil. 8.5 mil. Let's have a look. Musiala, what was his stats in qualifying? No goals, no assists. And Wirtz, no goals, no assists. But I feel like Wirtz is better for me, I'd say. You know what? Musiala's probably going to end up scoring tonight, isn't he? We're going to go for Wirtz, and we're going to save ourselves £1 million as well. Let's go right. So then we can add a 6.5 million midfielder. To replace Zinchenko, because I'm not sold on Zinchenko. I don't think he's that. Ooh, McTominay. Scott McTominay. That could be a really good shout. Shaqiri's in there as well. Milinkovic-Savic. Kovacic is in there. We've got who else? Gallagher's probably not going to start. I know Zinchenko will start. It's just, will he deliver goals? Because defensively, we probably will see him play in a DM role. I like Xhaka. I like having him in there. I'm gonna switch Zinchenko out, and I'm not sold on him. So we'll put McTominay in there. I feel like if Scotland will score, McTominay for Man United is always in and around the box. 7 goals in qualifying, 1 assist. I feel like it's really promising. And finally, let's have a look at the defence then, and then the goalkeepers, and then I'll show you my final team for tonight. So for the defence then, how can we scroll up? There we go. Van Dijk is a must for me. 6 mil, 34% of people have chosen him. 1 goal in qualifying. Cancelo and Diaz, I think, are a bit too expensive for defenders, especially. As well, we've got Trent in there, who we've covered quite a lot now. Rudiger's there. Tricky group. Gvardiola's had a great season at Man City. I think he'll probably play at centre back. Quite a lot of people selecting him. William Saliba, I don't know how many minutes he's going to get. That France defence is stacked, so I don't know how long he's going to get in terms of minutes. Sosa's a shout, but difficult group. Really tricky. I can't see anyone keeping a clean sheet in that group. to be honest, all group stage. Maybe against Albania. Maybe that's about it though. I think I've gone with the right call for the defence. I'm not too fussed on that at the moment. So let's go to review transfers. Confirm transfers. Oh, I didn't see the chips there. What chips have they got? How do we go to select squad? Oh, we're on it right here. Right, okay, we're on it. So captain for game week 1 then, and let's go for our squad. So Lunas will be on the bench. Vote Faze will be on the bench for match week 1. Sobsai will start against Switzerland. And I'll put him in for Granit Xhaka. No, we'll put him in for... Oh, this is really tricky. Maybe play 3 at the back. Will Scotland score tonight though? That's the big question. How much of a threat are they going to be? But we'll put him in for Xhaka at the moment. I feel he's more of a goal threat, so more points. And then Mbappe's got to play, I think. If I'm putting him in, he has to play. And I'll put him in for Charlotte at the moment. And then if we confirm that, just so we can clean it up a little bit. Captain, I've got to go for... Will Captain Kane... I think Kane's the more reliable. Mbappe against Austria, though, probably the worst side in that group, but it is the opening game. Now, we're going to go Captain Mbappe. We're going bold. Probably not even a bold choice, is it? Midfield of Bellingham, Wirtz, Szoboszlai, McTominay, Trent, Hernandez, and Van Dijk at the back, and Costa in goal. Am I regretting any of the decisions? Probably a little bit, but you know what? That is it. Right. Leagues, be sure to join if you haven't already. The Goals Galore YouTube League. We've got 2 members in at the moment, and the code is on. I'll get it on screen now if you will. How do I get the league code up? It's here, isn't it? Invite friends. This is the code, people. So be sure to join. Be sure to join the league as well, and as always, let us know any picks you've got that I haven't gone for. Let me know in the chat as well. So of course we begin tonight at 7:15 for the first watch along. I'll put on the community tab after I finish this stream my schedule for the first weekend and the first match week of the Euro Games, because we'll do watch alongs. So excited to show you the screen I've been constructing for the watch alongs. It's not this one. It's going to be a much better one, and really excited for that as always. So be sure to join the league as always. Completely free to do, just for a bit of fun. And I plan to do a lot more Euro content around this summer as well. We'll have watch-alongs, match reactions in the videos as well, predictions for each game week, and roundups for each game week. So a lot of content coming your way this Euro. So we've been planning it for absolutely ages, since the end of the league campaigns, of course. So a lot of plans got into this. Hopefully you guys all enjoy. And there's the league code. Be sure to join as well. I think that's all bases covered. There was the code, so if you didn't manage to get it, just go back and pause it as well. And it is also the pinned comment in the chat. So for me, Captain Mbappe against Austria, I think that's a solid pick. Kane against Serbia, you probably have to get Kane for the tournament. I feel like England definitely make it out the group, and at least get to quarter-final stage, semi-final stage. I think Doku, he's been great in qualifying, 4 assists as we've just seen on his stats. I think he will have a great tournament. He's very direct and likes to get balls into the box, and with Lukaku up there as well, that's very exciting. Bellingham, we all know it's a summer made out for Bellingham really, and in that attacking midfield role ahead of probably Trent and Rice. Great pick. I'm talking about Trent. He's down as a defender on the game. I think probably one of the best. I can see people why they've gone for Pickford in goal, but you can only have 3 England players, and of course that would be 4. What's this? Doubtful. Hernandez doubtful for the first game. Should I change this out then? Can those wanting to join the sweepstake still participate later tonight? Yes, so if you want to join the sweepstake, you have to have entered in and let me know you want to be in the sweepstake by 7:40 tonight. That's when we'll do the final draw for the sweepstake. We've already drawn 24 people for the sweepstake, but this is a last chance in case anyone missed that. We've already got 2 people to draw. But if anyone else wants to get involved in the sweepstake, I'll be doing that in the watch long tonight, just before the game starts at 7:40. So Hernandez doubtful. Does it say a percentage of chance he's going to play? Just doubtful. Match week 2 then, he's got the Netherlands and then Poland. I might quickly change the defence then. I don't really want any doubtful players for the first game, if I'm honest. I didn't see that, so it was a good thing I quickly went over that. So Hernandez, how much was it? 5.5 million. Okay, so who can we afford? That was a cheap signing, to be honest. 5.5 mil. Frimpong, I just seen Frimpong. He's got Poland in his first game. Then he'll have Netherlands and France. Frimpong though just had a great season. Could go for Rudiger against Scotland tonight. Gvardiol, selected by a lot of people, probably will play centre back though. I'm not too fussed on Gvardiol because I can't see him keeping any clean sheets, and he won't score, I don't think. Dumfries is in there. I'm moving away from that. I went with that last year. Delit. Could go double Netherlands defence. Got France in their group, haven't they? I thought that's a bit too much. Could go for a Danish defender. Male. Akanji. Who should we go for? Mikalenko. They've got a good group. I'll go for Mikalenko. 5 million, so we'll save 0.5 mil, 500,000, and Mikalenko. He's got a few great games. I can't. Maybe Romania score, but Mikalenko, of course, the left back. Zinchenko will play in midfield. Mikalenko's more likely to probably get a goal contribution, in my opinion. So we'll do that as well. So this is my final team then for match week 1. Hopefully you've all enjoyed the stream as always, and this is my team then. So we've gone with Costa in goal, Mikalenko, Van Dijk and Trent at the back, McTominay, Szoboszlai, Wirtz and Bellingham in midfield, Doku, Kane and Captain Mbappe up top for this first match week then. So I think tonight then we've got McTominay playing, Wirtz playing, and on the bench you've got a player playing, but obviously not starting. Do I start him? It is against Scotland. Yeah, we got to. They're the hosts. We got to start him. So we'll bench Mikalenko then, just for this game. Final decision, just before we finish. Mikalenko out. The player I can't pronounce in. And that's going to be that for our first game week then. So Trent, Mitterlot, Van Dijk at the back. McTominay's in there is a bit of a risky one, but I'll go with it. Szoboszlai, Wirtz, Bellingham, Doku, Kane and Mbappe in the team. Right, who have we got? Hull City Lover, how you doing? Welcome to join the Germany vs Scotland stream. Rugby, no worries mate, enjoy the rugby as always, and no worries at all. Also, I sort of messed up on the Fantasy Football League, so the new league code is the pinned comment. Be sure to join. The other one won't be used now. I don't really know how to delete the league, but I got mixed up with all the accounts. But this is the actual league now. I promise you that. So this is the new league here, and if anyone wants to join it, be sure. Oh, wrong button. Be sure to. I'll get the code on screen now. Invite friends. There we go. That is the code if anyone wants to join, as always. And if everyone's enjoyed the stream, be sure to smash like and subscribe. I try to get into a bit more fantasy football streams going into next season. We'll hopefully do them for the Premier League and Championship. But if we start now with the Euros, I can get a bit of a head start on the content for that as well. So hopefully everyone's enjoyed the stream. If you have, drop a like and subscribe as always. And I'll see you all for 7:15 tonight for the stream between Scotland and Germany, the opening of the Euros. I'm really excited for it. Really excited. And I'll see you in that stream later on. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in next very soon. Let's go back to this screen. Awesome stuff. So I'll see you in